lovelies, thanks for stopping by my channel. I am super pumped for today's video because we are going to be talking all about Credo and clean beauty. Now, I recently came across Credo through my friend Jennifer over at My Decadent Life. You guys know Jennifer is really digging deep into clean beauty, and I have really loved all of her recommendations. So I recently saw her talk about this EXA foundation, and I thought it sounded really good. So that was kind of like my primary focus, and I'm very excited to try this out for you today. But I also decided to pick up a couple other items because at the time Credo was having a 20% off sale. So of course I had to take advantage and snag a couple other items. So I am very excited to be finding another retailer with clean beauty. You guys know, like, my evolution here. I've been digging a little bit more into some great clean beauty options, and in all honesty, like, I told Jennifer, I'm like, oh my gosh, I could totally go down the rabbit hole on this site. Like, there were some really amazing brands to look at, and I can't wait to try more. But like I said, today we are mostly going to be focusing on the EXA foundation and digging into the couple other items that I saw. Now, if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly, and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist. And here on YouTube, I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to hit subscribe. Please click that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Now, if you're interested to hear more about EXA Foundation and about my Credo experience, then let's get right into it. Okay, before we go in with the EXA foundation, I am going to use one of the items that I did pick up during the sale, and this is the Tower 28 SOS Daily Rescue Facial Spray. So this is SOS as in Save Our Skin, and I was really intrigued by this product. I did hear Samantha March talking about it, and I can't remember who it was that she saw talking about it. You know how that goes, but she said that she's really been liking this spray and felt like it's really made a difference in her skin. So just a quick rundown on this spray. This is a simple but effective 3-ingredient daily treatment spray to help soothe stressed out skin and reduce the appearance of redness and irritation. Good for all skin types, but especially beneficial for inflamed, problem skin. SOS has received the National Eczema Association's seal of acceptance and is safe for sensitive skin. Why we love it. Tower 28 SOS Daily Rescue Facial Spray helps soothe irritation and defend against damage from skin's everyday stressors, including makeup, sweat, grime, and pollution, by maximizing the power of your skin's defense system and supporting its natural renewal process. Starring hypochlorous acid, a compound naturally produced by the body's immune system as a first line of defense to help fight the appearance of redness and defend against bad bacteria. When applied topically, hypochlorous acid helps soothe, purify, and care for irritated skin. And SOS is pH balanced at 4.5, which is right along the lines of where your neutral skin should be. So this sounds so good to me because I am, like most of us who are wearing masks, and I'm wearing them on the daily, long days. I am definitely, now I always have a little bit of redness right here, but I've definitely been experiencing more irritation in this area. Like, as the winter has been coming on, my skin's been getting drier and just always like feels unhappy. Let's just put it that way. So I thought this would be a great way to try this out. Now, I did just get the little mini size. This is 1 ounce and this is $12. You can also get the 4-ounce size for $28. So I'm very excited to try this. I'm gonna go ahead and tie my hair back. So hopefully that way we'll eliminate getting it in the hair, and we're gonna give this a go. So this doesn't have any scent to it, which doesn't surprise me because, you know, we're talking about a very clean brand. This is gluten, alcohol, and soy-free, and it's also vegan. So so far, I mean, that just feels really refreshing. Now, it is a very damp spray, and this is obviously not meant to be a makeup setting spray. This is definitely a skincare spray. So this is something that you're gonna put on. I would personally recommend doing it before your moisturizer. Like, I would say pop this on, then your serums, then your moisturizer. Just like any other skincare, it's going to take me a little bit to give you guys a strong opinion on this product, but I'm hoping that it helps with some of the irritation that I've been having. We will see. All right, now let's go ahead and get into this foundation. So I do believe if EXA isn't a brand owned by Credo or created by Credo, it is one that's exclusive to Credo. And by the way, I do want to mention that there are actual physical Credo stores. The closest one to me would be Chicago, which is like 3 hours from here. So I certainly wasn't going to be driving to head to the store, but I am very excited to find their online store. But I do believe that this is a brand owned by Credo, partially just because they have the Credo Clean Standard right on the packaging. Now, I want to let you know that EXA supports women's voices for the earth. whose mission is to eliminate the toxic chemicals that harm our health and the planet. And it says that this foundation has protective microalgae actives, soothing maki berry, and hydrating hyaluronic acid to team up with advanced pigment technology to wear light and last long. It's a buildable finish for all skin types, all ages, and all people. This sounds great. Now, if I counted right, this foundation comes in 43 shades, which is amazing. I'm gonna pop this open. Now, I will say, I was having the hardest time picking out a color of foundation. Like, I was wibble wobbling between a few. I was asking Jennifer what her shade was. I thought that if I could at least have a baseline from what she was using, I could maybe find something. I couldn't quite exactly figure it out. I'm not quite sure this is gonna be the one. Now, I do also wanna take note that Exa says that this box is made of 100% post-consumer waste. The tray is made of compostable sugarcane waste fiber, which is awesome. The bottle is made of recyclable glass. The cap is made from 100% recycled plastic, and the product is formulated to the Credo Clean standard. All right, so this packaging is super cute. So I'll show you guys here. It is this nice frosted glass. I think that this is a like dropper. Oh no, it's a pump? Oh my god, what is this? Hold on, please stand by. Oh my god. Am I missing something here? Is this just a spatula? Wow, it seriously just took me the longest time to figure this out. It is a pump. My goodness. Okay, so wow, it is a pump. Geez. Okay, I definitely need to have a little bit more coffee. So you've got this nice little pump here. All right, now that I've figured out how to open the foundation, we're gonna go ahead and give it a go. Oh my goodness. So this says that it is a semi-satin foundation. Now, I always wonder if you say semi-satin, does that mean that it's like closer to matte but satin, or that it's closer to dewy but satin? So we're gonna go ahead and give this a go. I did go ahead and put on moisturizer after that Tower 28 spray. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on the back of my hand. Oh, I don't know this. Oh, this might be actually okay. So it is, I would say, more of your like thicker liquid. It's not super heavy cream, but it's not like really liquidy either, like a serum foundation. So I don't know why I put 2 pumps on, because who knows if I'm gonna need that much. Now, if this is your first time to my channel, I would say that I have normal to dry skin, and I would say I prefer something around a light to medium coverage and something that is natural to slightly dewy. Like satin for me is probably going to be perfect. This has, it smells a little bit like grapefruit and clay to me. Like I first got like the scent of like grapefruit, and then when I kind of like put it closer to my face, I just got more of like a clay scent. Not like but that like clean, sort of like minerally scent. And I'm just using an Artiste brush. This is the number 7, the oval 7. Boy, you guys, I was worried that this was gonna be a little dark. Well, you guys, I think that this is a pretty good match for me. By the way, I did get this in the shade Alley, which is $3.90. I'm not sure how it'll be going into winter. It is the beginning of November right now, so this might get a little bit dark for me, but it's probably like a good middle shade, and I could see being able to mix this in with another foundation if need to, just to kind of like tweak the shade a little bit as the winter comes on. So I'm just adding, that coverage for me is like definitely good. Like I wouldn't want any more, but I'm going to just build up a little bit over that area where I've got this like big breakout, and it looks like it's like one big pimple, but it's actually like 2 right next to each other, like a twimple, like it's a twin pimple. So I don't love that. So I'm just gonna like cover that little duo right up. But wow, it like blended into my skin really nice. Just move that eyelash. Yeah, I really like this. By the way, it is 3:30 right now, and I'm gonna wear this as late as possible and come back and give you guys a little check-in. I would give you guys a natural light review. I might do that. I might go outside and maybe take a picture to throw in, but even at 3:30 right now, the light is almost non-existent outside. Welcome to Wisconsin in the fall and winter time. So right off the bat, this is giving me a little bit of vibes like the Sephora Clean Glowing Skin Foundation. I've been raving about that one lately. And that one is $20 for around an ounce. This is 38 an ounce as well, but I do think that this has maybe a little bit more coverage. Actually, yeah, I would say that this is a little bit closer to the coverage along the lines of the Bite Beauty Changemaker Foundation. Yeah, actually, I'm going to change my mind. It definitely gives me more of the Changemaker vibes. It looks really pretty. Like, I am very happy with this. I will see if it oxidizes at all. We might be in trouble just with my neck because I feel like I'm a little bit more pale, but I think this is a pretty good shade for me. All right, so what I'm gonna do is put on a little bit of concealer, a little bit of powder, and then I'm very excited because I finally did it. I got the Aether Beauty Amber Cheek Palette. You guys know I've been talking about this one for a while, and we finally get to use it today, so I'll be right back. Okay, so like I said, I just went through with a little bit of concealer. Honestly, I mostly popped it in my under eye area and then just a little bit down the bridge of my nose to eliminate some of that redness. Because this foundation has definitely enough coverage for me. Like, this is probably just a tiny bit more than I would normally wear, but I did put a lot on my face because I didn't know quite how much coverage this was going to have. I probably could sheer it out, but for me, this is like more than enough. As I've been sitting here, because actually I have just been rambling on about the Aether Cheek Palette for 5 minutes because I didn't actually start the camera. I do feel like it darkened up just a tiny bit, not that much, but I could definitely see, like, as I get further into winter, this alley shade I'm gonna need to mix with something else just to lighten it up a bit, which isn't a big deal. But let's talk a little bit about the Amber Cheek Palette. Now, if you guys have been watching my channel, you know that I've been lusting after this palette for a while. I got the Ruby Cheek Palette. I really enjoy it. I love Aether Beauty and what they stand for, and these colors are totally my jam. So first of all, I mean, this packaging is so pretty. I really think that Aether kills it as far as their packaging. It's got that like beautiful faceting like a gem because all of Aether Beauty products are crystal infused. So you have gemstones and crystals infused right into the palette. So this one does, of course, contain amber, which is going to help illuminate the skin. And then you do have this elastic closure because they don't use magnets or mirrors so that the entire palette is recyclable, which I love. All right, and here we have our 3 shades. You have 2 beautiful blushes and then also a highlight shade. Now I do have these swatched for you, so let's go ahead and take a peek at these pretty colors. All right, so our top shade here is Manifestation. This one is Balance, and then the highlight shade is Courage. Now, of course, you could use each of these separate. You could mix them together. You could also add in a little bit of the highlight for a more shimmery blush look. I think that these are so pretty. Just to play around a little bit and also to be able to show you the shades, I think what I'm going to do is use this lighter shade, Balance, first, and then I'm going to go through with the highlight, and then we'll top all of that with the stronger blush, just so we can kind of like play around and see the different effects we can have. I'm just going to take a nice fluffy brush and we are going to apply this blush. I'm so excited. Now, one of the things that I love about Aether is that, you know, while you are getting sustainable products, you're getting, you know, the recyclable packaging, you're getting good for you and good for the planet ingredients, you're not having to sacrifice quality, performance, or honestly color story. Like, I think that, you know, for a clean beauty brand, they really bring it and, you know, give you some fun, fashionable shades. So as you guys can see, this is that lighter of the 2 blushes, and it still has some beautiful pigment. And I would definitely say that these are more on the matte side, like not chalky at all, but they don't have any sheen to them. At least this one doesn't. Nope, neither of them do. All right, now let's go ahead and add a little bit of that highlighter. Now this is a pretty intense highlighter, I have a feeling. So I'm gonna go through with my BK201 brush just to hit the high points and be able to buff this out. Now I have a feeling with my like light medium skin, I'm going to really love this highlight more in the like summertime. It's not really intensely deep, but it definitely has more of that like yellowy gold tone. So for me, I like to see that more when my skin's a bit more tan. I don't usually highlight my nose, but I'm gonna do it just to give you guys a little bit of an idea. All right. What do you guys think? I love this. I'm so happy that I got this. Like, this is going to be a go-to for me, totally. All right, now we're going to very gently add a little bit of the darker shade. I think I'm gonna do it more towards the back of my cheeks, just because this is pretty intense. So I'm just popping a little bit of that manifestation shade. And then just buffing that right in. So pretty. So if you guys can see, that's just the balance shade. So this one is definitely more like a rosy coral, whereas the balance is more of like a peachy pink, I guess I would say. Yeah, there's more like peachy, where this one has definitely got that brighter, like rosy coral shade. So here is the look with the foundation and of course our beautiful blush palette. I don't have any bronzer on, and honestly, I think I'm gonna skip it. Like, I feel like this just looks very like fresh-faced and less like sculpted, you know, like just more like angelic. Now I'm going to be playing with some new eyeshadows, so I don't necessarily know that Sweet and Simple is going to be where I end up, but I think that as far as the skin goes, this is a good place to stop. All right, you guys, I went ahead and set my skin just because I pretty much always use the setting spray and I want to be able to give you guys my opinion, especially on this foundation, using it in the way that I normally would. So now I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my makeup. And hey lovelies, I'm back with my completed look. Obviously this is not exactly the soft ethereal look. I guess I'm actually probably glad that I didn't put that bronzer on, just because this would have been like super mega high glam. But I was playing with a new to me eyeshadow palette and I really just kind of went ham and started playing with color. So I do really like it, but I just wanted to check in and let you see what this foundation is looking like. Now, it is now 6 o'clock, so we've had this on for a few hours. I did, just because I was filming the outro for another video, I actually just took the same brush that I applied my powder with earlier, didn't add any powder to it, but just went over my T-zone. I will say so far that this foundation is definitely more coverage than I would usually wear. So I think that the next time I try this out, I am probably going to just use a little less of it, or even like mix it in with my moisturizer. I like the finish that it has. Like, it looks really pretty, but it is a little bit more coverage for me. Like, I actually just went downstairs and Jeremy was like, "Oh, pretty. Like, the eyes are pretty." Which means he's like, "But not the rest." So I was like, "Oh, you don't like the rest?" He's like, "It's just a lot of makeup." And I said, I was like, "Oh, I'm trying out something new. I think I put a little too much on." So that doesn't mean anything bad about this foundation. It probably just means that I'm going to be able to get away with using less, or even, you know, like I said, mixing it in with my moisturizer. So that ounce of foundation is probably going to last me a while. So I'm very excited about that. I do think that this color is pretty good. I could probably have had like a half a shade lighter, but I almost think if I had gone a full shade lighter, that it maybe would have been too light. And it's completely pitch black outside here, so I'm sorry that I won't be able to get you that natural light picture, but maybe what I'll do is reapply this foundation tomorrow a little lighter, and then I'll just like insert a clip so that you guys can see if that would work. But like I said, for sure, I will be checking back later tonight. I will probably try to wait until like 10 o'clock just so we can see a good like 7-8 hour wear of this foundation. All right, I am like the worst beauty YouTuber ever. Like, I was just about to go to bed. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get up, brush my teeth, get ready, and then I'm like sitting there and I just about like started, in fact, I think I even did like touch my eyes a little bit, and I turned to Jeremy and I was like, "Oh, I'm doing a foundation review. I'm supposed to check in." Oh, I was so mad because we've been watching Money Heist on Netflix. I think we're in like the 2nd or 3rd season, whatever. It's gotten really stressful, and so I was totally like covering my hands over my eyes, like touching my nose, just like freaking out. So I don't know how great of a wear test this is actually going to be. So I guess it's a good thing that I said I would do another application tomorrow. So aside from the fact that I was like clutching my face in like fear and nerves, the foundation is actually looking pretty good. I am pretty sure that I rubbed it off my nose. Like I said, I was like covering my face with my hands. The blush, look at that, you guys. That blush is still going strong, like totally. it's gotten a little bit dry. Let me zoom you guys in so you can see. There we go. So this patch over my twimple here, it's gotten a little dry and broken up, but I mean, it's 11:30 right now. So this has been on for a full 8 to 9 hours, depending on when I finished like actually applying that foundation to my face. And I think that it looks pretty darn good. I will say that I did feel like it got quite dewy. So I would personally think that this foundation is going to be best for your normal to dry skin. Now, if you have like normal combo skin, maybe like a mattifying primer would help with that, but I did feel like it got pretty dewy. It doesn't look dewy at all right now. Well, actually, I guess there's a little bit on my forehead, but that could just be that I actually like wiped it all off just in like the tense moments of the TV show. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, I'm very impressed. I, of course, am really impressed with this Aether Beauty palette. You guys, seriously, like, if you haven't tried out Aether, you really should. Now, if you are interested in purchasing any Aether Beauty, I do have a code for the brand's website. If you use the code KEEPBEAUTYREAL at checkout, that will save you 10%. I can go ahead and put my affiliate link down below, and that would earn me some commission if you did decide to shop through that link, which of course I would appreciate. If you're looking to get anything from the brand, you of course don't have to use it. You could still use that code. I am very excited not only to play with this foundation a little bit more, but also of course to keep using that Tower 28 spray. As far as the foundation goes, I think tomorrow I will use a little bit less of it. That's the one thing for me, and that was just totally my fault. Like, I think I put a full 2 pumps on my hand and probably used like 1.5 of them on my skin. So I'll probably just use 1 pump tomorrow. And again, like I said, I will make sure to get some pictures in natural light so that you can see that result. If I'm doing foundation reviews in the future, I do want to do that for you guys, or anything skin. Hey guys, so I am outside now, and this is the best natural light we're gonna get today. I don't know if you guys can hear, but it's raining. It is dreary. So I know that I said that I would rewear this foundation today. By the way, I'm just filming on my phone. So I put the foundation on again, and I tried to use a little bit less. In all honesty, I still want to try using even a little less than this, just because it is still very high coverage. Like, I just put concealer over my breakout and right here under my eye. So it's still a little bit more coverage than I would prefer, but yeah, so this rainy situation, this is the best you guys are gonna get. By the way, this eye look might already actually be up. I'm doing a little makeup play date, so if it is, I will make sure to link that if you guys are curious. And hopefully this helped showing you guys. It's been on for about a couple hours now. Definitely, you know, pretty luminous. So I would, again, I think I said this in the video, but I would definitely say that this is going to be for normal to dry skin types, because it is pretty dewy. Now, if you are interested in shopping at Credo, I will go ahead and leave my link with my like referral code down below. So basically that would give you $10 off your first $50 purchase. And then I think I received like $10 in return. So it is definitely one of those like referral programs, but I think it's a great way to dive into some different clean beauty brands, something that you might not see at some of the like bigger retailers. So I'm very excited to be supporting some of these smaller brands and definitely getting to try out some new makeup. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a like, share it with a friend who loves some clean beauty, and I will see you really soon.